carrying on our theme of working at quite an extreme pace, I wanted to ask the three of you how you deal with that, the pressures of working at that pace, and the pressures on you to make sure that you're kind of keeping up with your executives. So Pam, it sounds like particularly in your role, this has been something you've had to deal with for a very long time. So I wonder what kind of tactics you put in place for yourself to keep up with the pace.
Well, I think the number one thing is reminding myself to be gentle with myself, that there will never be enough hours in the day to close my laptop at the end of the day and feel like I've done everything. But so being gentle with myself is like number one. But I think number two, structure for me has been really key. And things like, how do I know what's important? Where do I store information? If I am only going to get 3 minutes with my executive today, what are the things I need to discuss with him? And so for us in our office, our North Star is our calendar. So it's where we pop in questions. It's where we put in a little block of time that says, this is what I need to discuss with you, so that it's very transparent what's going on. And so that structure has really helped us. And I would say the other thing is our executive, I say our because our office has two business partners. So I'm the executive business partner, and there's an administrative business partner as well. And the three of us sync every day for at least 15 minutes just to stay aligned on the top priorities. And that's been a huge help.
I love that's absolutely music to my ears, because we speak with so many assistants who struggle to get that time with their executive. And if you guys can do it, then it can be done.
Yes, for sure.
Because I would imagine that your executive knows how important that is. And
He really
they
does.
get a lot out of it, so it stays in the calendar. Is that the case?
That's absolutely true. He really does prioritize it, and that makes our jobs so much easier.
And Rosie, to you, what tactics do you put in place to deal with the pace of work?
Clear expectations with my manager. We know what the hours are and what's expected. We also have guidelines on, like, I have the hours that I work. Etsy's actually unique among companies that I've worked for, in that they're pretty good about work-life balance, which is great. And my boss knows how to connect with me if it's going to be at a weird hour. If it's outside of reasonable times, like 8 to 8, text me, because everyone at the company turns off their Slack or their notifications at a certain time. There's also, like, having a really clear expectation that we'll both answer each other quickly. So information gets passed along right away when it needs to. Also, I know that I control his calendar. So when I need time, I just schedule it. It's always there, which is great.
Yeah, I think that's one of the tips I always say to assistants. You've got control of the calendar, so prioritize yourself in their calendar for sure. And Julia, what about you?
I think I will echo everything that both Pam and Rosie have said. It's all about setting expectations and having very clear way of communicating with your manager. I think the one bit that helps for me is that my executive and I are on the same-ish time zone, and majority of our team is on West Coast. So we are lucky enough to have that kind of time in the morning in the kind of the European time zone before our US colleagues are up and never-ending meetings happen. So we have that one-on-one time where, like Pam said, I sometimes do only have 3 minutes, and it's very concise, very clear to the point. So these are the key priorities for the day. Let's focus on that. And it's just constant communication. And because things move so quickly, it needs to be concise. There's no time for essays and long emails. It's a quick, short message, sometimes an emoji. So yeah.
Is that quick?